The Red Scare by Grace Hayborn and Jace Von App. The Red Scare can actually be separated into two events at different time periods, known as the second and first Red Scare. For right now, we'll only talk about the first. Red Scare is a term used for a country's mass fear of communism. The Red Scare that took place in the early 20s was a result of widespread fear and anarchism. What originally caused the scare was the overwhelming American labor movement and extreme sense of nationalism. This was also caused by Americans' victory in World War I, which increased nationalism. Though this had American people worried, the sudden acts of violence was what really terrified the majority of people. The first of these violent acts was a Seattle general strike in which workers protested for higher wages and postponed work for 5 days straight. Commentators then raised alarm by referring to it as the work of Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks is a term meaning one of the majority. The second was known as the Race Riot, which took place in cities and led to many injuries and deaths. Following these events were the Boston Police Strike and the Steel Workers Riot, which sent America into a fear frenzy. The KKK revival originated around the same time, during which they expressed their support of nativist ideology, adding nationalist movements to the riots. Following the end of World War I, General A. Mitchell Palmer rounded up 6,000 communist suspects in fear of the idea taking over the American government. His house was later bombed. To summarize, the Red Scare was a period in the early 1920s consisting of violence, riots, and protests which spawned nativist and nationalist movements and had the country in fear of communist takeover in the United States. The Red Scare eventually died out in the Roaring Twenties and became a minuscule threat in the eyes of progressivism. The end.